feared for the power of her mind, worried about what she could find. Hey Aries, this is your full moon secret revelation reading, but your reading is rather like a pleasant surprise than a secret, a nasty secret being spilled. That was the actual intention for these readings, but for all signs, including you, there are just, some kind of positive surprises coming towards you, and some kind of relief, something that probably stayed hidden for a reason, because maybe you had to be in some kind of state of tension or worries because you needed to realize something, like your guides were forcing you to have a certain realization, to learn something about people or about life. And until you I don't know, it's like this secret had to stay a secret until you learn this lesson, and then you will just experience this pleasant surprise as a relief. So with the river card in the middle of your spread, by the way, I'm using my own tarot cards, my medieval oracle deck, and the river came up for other signs as well, and it has several meanings, but I feel like just like for the other signs, it also felt like moving, traveling. You could receive some kind of news, a letter about something moving forwards, something will be confirmed somehow. There is also something about money. It could be that either you receive some kind of money, some kind of funds, some kind of increase in money. But if it's not literally about that, it could also be that you have enough money to go on this vacation or this long trip. It could even be that you want to live abroad for 6 months, or that you even want to entirely move to a new continent. Like, it feels far away. For a few of you, it could even be that you want to move within the city or village that you currently live in. But for most of you, it feels like literally crossing the ocean, or at least a big river. It feels like a long journey. It could be that you have enough money for this, but for some reason there are other blockages that made it impossible to move or to travel wherever you wanted to go. So it wasn't a financial issue. But there is, maybe you had a certain amount of money, but you couldn't use it. I don't get why. Because I always feel like if people have a lot of money, like, it's not a solution to everything in life, of course not. But having a lot of money, I think, makes many things in life easier. And so I don't understand why, if someone has a lot of money, they still can't do whatever they want to do or travel where they want to go. I don't know why, but this is something that's coming up here. There is something regarding money that was blocked, either not having enough to do that, or having enough but not being allowed to use it. But this will be solved. You will receive this information. We have the dungeon here as well for some of you. I mean, it could even mean that maybe you have a lot of money, or someone you know, but maybe, if you've been convicted for something, it doesn't have to be something brutally terrible, like, the worst you can imagine. Sometimes, I don't know, let's just say like someone witnesses how a woman is being harassed, and then the person who witnesses it is drunk or something like that, and then they want to protect the woman, and they get very aggressive, and then they like really brutally beat the guy who is harassing the woman up and cause horrible injuries or something like that. And actually, the person will be convicted, but it's not an utterly bad person. Actually, the person was just trying to defend someone. That's just an example. I'm just thinking of something like where someone has some kind of maybe legal thing attached to them, and despite they having enough money to travel somewhere or to move to another country, maybe they cannot do this because then they will look into the person's file and then say, no, this person has done something criminal in their own country, and now we don't want them in our country. I don't know why I'm getting this, sorry. It's just coming up, but it's not for everyone. So this could be one reason why the dungeon card is here, but for most of you, I feel like this card is just symbol for this just feeling trapped wherever you are. I feel like someone was really, or something, or both, was really like forcing you to stay in a place where you didn't want to be. And for some it could even be both reasons, like due to some legal stuff, even though maybe if you didn't have done anything, sometimes we just have weird laws that make things very hard or even impossible. And then on top of it, also having financial issues makes it really hard to move, especially to move to a foreign country. But there is good news regarding that coming in. And we have the magician here as well. And the magician, I don't take him as a spiritual magician in your reading. He came up in another science reading as well, also with a very similar meaning like in yours. I feel like the magician is someone who has some authority in a situation regarding some bureaucratical stuff. Is it bureaucratic or bureaucratical? Sorry, I'm German, so it's not always perfect here. Someone who can get things fixed a little bit. This person is correct, but they are not, like overly correct. They can also, wave you through something, even if something is not 100% accurate. Like this person is not, like they follow the law, but they are not doing anything criminal or illegal or whatever, but they are also not super stiff and obsessed with obeying every detail. Like if there's one small thing and they know someone is not a bad person, they will, try to support them and make a certain bureaucratic stuff a little bit easier. So this person could be the one who will help to give you, to, transfer these positive news to you. It's actually quite simple, your reading. I don't know, the other readings were a little bit more complicated and longer, so I don't get anything else here. I want to pull your health and lifestyle cards as well. As I always say, don't take this part of the reading. Don't take any part of the reading literally. But especially when there are medical or health-related things coming up here, do not replace them with an actual professional advice. But actually that should be clear, I hope. So let's see what's coming up for you. We have sunlight, beach. Oh, I told you there's something about the ocean, about the water. And sunlight and beach, it's a nice combination. We have cold. Okay, that's a little bit unlogical. Well, actually not. Sometimes it can also be cold at the beach. There's a cold wind. Maybe it just means that wherever you are now, you often feel like it's too cold. Let's just say, you know, I never liked being in Germany. I always thought it was too cold. My fellow Germans, they seem to like the cold weather. I always hated it. So if I had the financial capabilities, possibilities, I would move somewhere where it's always warm. Maybe that's something here for you, why you want to move across the ocean as well. Don't get me wrong, I'm not an Aries, so I'm not reading for myself here. It's not just sometimes I pick up things from my own life just to use them as an example. We have skin. Maybe you want to get tanned, soak up the sun, but also it could be a warning that if you move towards the sunlight and the beach, just be careful and take care of your skin. We have gift. Nice here together with the coins. And socialize. Wow, that's super nice. Let's see. I'm going to pull 2 more cards for you. Music, also nice. And hair. Okay, so you can make your own rhyme to these cards. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching.